Whiskey section, label branding. What do you got?
The highest rating literally we've ever had. And it's specifically written to us. Mm-hmm. So obviously it skyrockets to the top. I would put this in the same vein as 13 Monkeys. So the rating that 13 Monkeys
A++ check mark, ++ check mark.
Yeah, give to this.
The only thing, and this is me being nitpicky. So Devil's River did send this product to us. Obviously, it's addressed to us, so we can't say that we bought this at the store.
Thank you
very much. But that doesn't mean that we're not going to give this an honest rating. So one thing that I would have liked to see on their product, on this one specifically, is the Devil's River pitcher. To me, that Devil's River pitcher is on all their products, except for their coffee bourbon, obviously, because it's a different type of product. But the Devil's River picture encapsulates everything that they are as a distillery. So to me, I think that even if it was like an opaque version of it, where it's recessed into the background and then this classy label is on top, I understand it's probably going to be a higher priced product and it needs to be more classy. But the Devil's River, that picture is a part of their logo at this point. So that's why I say that you should add it in.
But I'm sure there's a reason for it. So I'm sure Mike Cameron had a fantastic reason for why it's not on there. Mm-hmm. And it may be because this is separate from every other bottle that's in their product lineup.
True.
So.
But also.
Wait, I wasn't finished, Derek. So two things. One, I can see my breath, which means it's below 30 degrees. However, due to 128 proof, I feel like I'm sitting in Boca Raton, Florida. So I'm totally fine. But having this stand out, it's a different bottle shape, it's a different label, and I'm okay with that. This is the premier product that they could produce with the mash bill. So having it be totally separate from the others, I'm actually okay with for the same milliliters in the bottle. So I'm still going to rate it high. If you want to compromise, we can go outside and roll in the snow and freezing rain, and that's on you. But I'm okay with it. This is supposed to be the most premier product that they can produce in that mash bill. And for that, giving it its own handwritten bottle, different label, different bottle altogether. It's still got the nice cork. I'm down. A+, check mark, plus, check mark, whatever it is. That's what we're doing.
I agree. I agree. All right, nose. Jesus, now I got to write down A+ check mark.
I'm on it.
Plus, check mark, plus. All right, so nose, what do you got?
I got a frozen pen is what I got. All right. Nose.
So everybody listening, we know that whiskey shouldn't be chilled. We keep this in my house literally as long as we possibly can before we drink it because it is, 20 degrees out right now, and we can see our breath. So we're trying, people.
Listen, if you want things to change and you feel bad for us, subscribe on YouTube. Help us out. We're trying to get a studio, but we still work full-time outside of this. It is what it is. It's our journey, and we're crushing it. Nose, I'm definitely getting... I'm getting the baking spice. I'm getting, like, the charred oak up front in the nose. You get a little bit of honey. You can actually smell a faint bit of leather. Mm-hmm. And if you're new and you're watching us go from nostril to nostril, it's because one nostril is going to pick up ethanol. The other nostril is going to pick up different flavors that you would get in your palate. So we rotate and change. And then if you want to negate what you smelled, you would smell the skin on your arm. Like that. Obviously, I'm wearing a coat because it's 20 degrees in here. But you would do what Derek is doing, smelling your forearm, negates everything that's you've already scented, and then you would go again and then roll it across your mustache. You would give the Glencairn glass a mustache ride.
Jesus. All right. I can almost pick up like a dark chocolate too. Very faint, but you could pick up a little bit of that cacao smell.
You can. So similar to, I forgot what product it was, but when I mentioned... we both picked up faint tobacco, and it was the smell of leaving a cigar shop. It was St. Lawrence, and it was like leaving a cigar shop, and then you get that everlasting, lingering feeling in your nose, or scent in your nose. Same thing here, except it's like you just left Godiva in Disney Springs, and you're still smelling the chocolate of the afternoon of it. I agree. It's the same thing. Dude, this is fascinating, because it doesn't just warm you to your toes. it lingers inside your sinus cavity and allows you to fully experience what they want you to, and then you meet the devil when you drink it.
Correct. Yeah, I love this. I'm pretty sure the thing on the back of it, which I don't know if it has it on all of them, but it says unleash your inner sin or something like that. Or
No.
sin responsibly. That's what it says on all of them.
It says, we hope you enjoy this unique expression. And then it has Mike's signature, which that's okay. I don't want to be weird, but his penmanship is literally like stunning. Is it on the other bottles? It's like he practiced his signature. Shout out to you, Mike. Like, that's a nice signature.
It is. All right, so
Aged in Texas, a minimum of 2 years. This is what the back says. Crafted from a single barrel and hand-selected by our distiller, Devil's River Single Barrel Bourbon is a grain-to-glass Texas straight bourbon. We source only the best grains, like you mentioned earlier. Okay, so it's literally what you said earlier.
I got all the information from their website. So, all right,
it.
so nose. What are you getting for the nose?
So-
A plus? I think.
A++, and we're getting leather, honey,
And
Chocolate.
A little chocolate, yeah.
and then initial taste,
You're kind of getting like a sweet sugar, too, on the nose.
like a wood sugar.
Yeah, probably. It's a char 4, man.
I know.
So yeah, you're getting a little bit of that wood sugar. The initial taste, I'm getting, if you picture when you're out barbecuing with your friends, okay, ready? You're out barbecuing with your friends and you put an actual ear of corn on the cob on the grill. You burn it. That's the taste that you're getting. Not a bad taste, but it tastes like a burnt corn, which to me I'm all about.
Me too.
Because it's not sweet like a sweet corn. It has that corn taste to it, but with that char oak
And
it's
oil.
so good.
And oil. So you get the burnt corn, oil, wood sugars, and then pepper that kind of coat your mouth, and then you physically enjoy feeling it drop through your gullet, and then the nose lingers and travels through your sinus cavity, and you literally feel like you're breathing fire. This is so unique, but there's levels to it, and you have to. Again, there's a lot of listeners that we have that aren't ready for this by any means. Like they're still okay with like, and it's not a bad thing. It's just where, it's your palate. So your palate is your palate. But there's people that love, like my wife, for example, she loves no more than 86 proof. So she's around 80 to 84, and she loves cask and crew flavored whiskey, and that's her thing. That she loves an old fashioned. Like that's where she's at. You and I are at a totally different ball game where we're like
closer
all
to
right,
100.
Right, like let's crush some 100 proof. Let's test it out. Like if you and I had Knob Creek right now, we would sit here and talk for hours. So initial taste, everything we just mentioned.
Yeah, so burnt corn, a little caramel, definitely some vanilla in there too.
Yeah, that's the sweetness.
Yeah.
It's the vanilla. It's not the
caramel.
wood sugar. It's a vanilla
corn. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then so initial taste, I'm going to give it an A check mark. And then as it goes down, it transitions from this wood sugar, like this sweet corn wood sugar, to a high pepper content that it's so interesting. So we talked about this with a different whiskey too, where it stops. And then you get all of the like liquid going down, and then that finishes with the burn. But to me, the ending of the initial taste and the start of the ending note is this wood sugar pepper, and then it stops like right past your taste buds, and then you get all the heat, oil going down, and then it warms you up like it really warms you up.
Similar to the Captain's Flask of St. Lawrence,
Exactly.
where it stops. This is obviously hotter, but it's. Dude, this is incredible.
Yeah, it's just so well rounded.
I'm gonna go A+ check mark on the ending note because it literally does make you want to have more.
I agree.
Agree.
All right, final rating. Then we got to get into this history or prominent people Buffalo segment because we're at 51 minutes. So,
People are fine.
all right.
They're
So
fine.
ready? 3, 2, 1.